the Dog Walk Chronicles continuing. If you look right there is some of our pumpkin. This was going to be my basic squash patch, where I put pumpkins and watermelons and squash and cantaloupes, things that grow like, oh, whoa. Okay, this is the update. As I said, I walk the dog constantly. This is the Dog Walk Chronicles. And out of the blue, I have been walking and found, without having to get bit, 2 bees' nests. So, come here, Gus. So, to recap, my wife has been, okay, here, sit down there. Let's see if we can do this. I've got 2 bees' nests. One bee, come here. Stay there. So, let's recap. That's the squash garden, and up on the upper part there, which I'll go there, show you. That's the garden that the food garden that my wife is. There's a thing about in the Bible about your children being like olive plants, and your wife being something. Oh, that's right, I put a marker. Dang it, those bees are still there. So I've been walking this thing right to the edge. The dog, this is where he likes to do his business in what's a compost underneath of all those weeds. And we've been walking along here, up, this whole thing. And now, come to walking along here, I've just now found that yeah, I ain't getting too close to that. Right there next to that stick, there is still, after 2 blasts of bee spray, a bee nest in the ground. And I will not tolerate that. We don't use chemicals on the lawn. I don't even mow it that often, which has been great, which is allowed in the front yard. We got these little blue flowers that come up in the spring, and there would be a few of them in a circular bed we have, where I have a statue of the Virgin Mary. And there were a few there, and then the next year there were more, and then at some point the whole, it's like 50 feet long by about 20 feet wide, maybe bigger, was covered in blue flowers at some point in the spring. Then they spread across the lawn, and now they cover half the front lawn. And then about 3 years ago, a couple of raspberries started up in that bed. And then last year, there was like 4 or 5 or 6 of them. Now this year, they have absolutely gone bonkos. And it's covered in raspberries. And we had some travels with Gus, and I would give him a raspberry or 2 off the, see, he's smelling. What do you smell? I'd give him a few raspberries, and at some point this summer, he was starting to pull them right off the plant. Right, Gus? So that's the field. It's harder to see with all the overgrowth, but that's where the deer come, and that's where Gus, the reason I have to walk him, if I don't keep him caged, tethered, he'll go off in the woods and chase the deer and the fox and everything else that moves. See, look at that leaf. Getting even with you, Gus. So this is the back. And out behind there is acres and acres and acres, and it swings around. There's a neighbor here. We each got a couple of acres. He's got a couple of acres. His backyard is wooded. Ours is grassed. And then past him is the rich lady with the log cabin / fancy house attached to it, and then her place comes and swings down, and then all the way behind us, all the way back here behind these lots. And I don't know how far it goes over there. So there's the back.